Next up, please join me in welcoming Morgan. Please welcome Morgan as they come.
So I want to talk a little bit about how the culture of violence that has been created in the MPD for a long time. And Sean mentioned a little bit about this, about how things like T-shirts that celebrate, they have white supremacist symbols on them, that celebrate, the T-shirts in question that Sean was talking about, celebrated the race. You don't talk about racist police here, let's talk about jump outs, right? I mean, we've seen in Portland and New York, police rolling up in plain clothes, in unmarked vans, kidnapping people. Metropolitan Police has been doing that to people in DC for years, and these shirts celebrated this practice. We had the flags that said for the gun recovery unit that said vest up, one in the chamber. I mean, the reason that police were out there that day down the street was because they said that they had seen a post on social media bragging about that he had a gun. There wasn't a 911 call. Nobody called them. They saw it and went down there by their own initiative to do it. And then so they go into this situation, and you know, like she said, they get out of the car, gun already drawn, takes off charging, running, and within 5 seconds of getting out of the car has already shot and killed this kid. And that doesn't just happen by accident. That happens by years of training, of preparation, of mindset, and that is something that is absolutely drilled into them. It's not just a few bad apples who get caught wearing T-shirts. It's their entire training. MPD sends officers to Israel to train with the racist Israeli border police, who learn the same maneuver that was used, the neck maneuver. The neck brace. I mean, Palestinians get subjected to the same kind of maneuvers. They learn it from them. Peter Newsham defended training MPD officers with the Israeli Yassam by saying that, well, it's good to learn counterterrorism tactics. But the very problem is that Israeli police treat every Palestinian as if they are a potential terrorist. So they come back here and they bring that same attitude into these communities. And they say that everybody is a potential terrorist, everybody is a potential attacker. And if that's not the mindset of an occupying colonizer, then what is? So all of that is what goes into this situation where Officer Alvarez gets out of the car, gun in hand, determined to make this. He's already decided it's going to be a violent situation because he can't imagine another type of situation. It's going to be violent, and he's going to make it violent. It didn't have to be violent. You know, like she said, it could have gone very differently. Oh, we think this kid might have a gun, this guy might have a gun, so we're going to go down there and find out whether it's legal for him to have it or not. Like, there's a perfectly reasonable situation, every question aside about, whether he should have a gun or whatever, totally not the point. Because even if it was illegal for him to have it, that's a if he's supposed to die for that, that's a determination that a judge and a jury is supposed to make. They are not judge and jury. They're not certainly not executioner. But they behave as if they are, because they've been taught that. Not just in their training that teaches them that they get to shoot first and ask questions later. It's that they don't even have to face the consequences of their actions. And so they know that they can behave like this. And so that's what goes into a situation like this. And the thing is that it's not just a question of reform. Because if it was the whole issue of reform, we hear about, from liberals, we hear about reform the police. But the purpose of reforming the police, or the purpose of reforming any institution, is to make it do better at the job that it's supposed to do. But the very job of the police is to oppress us. It's to terrorize. They're doing their job. We don't want them to do their job better. We want them to stop doing that.
That's right.
And so there is no reform. There is no fixing the problem. There is only getting rid of the problem, and that is abolishing the police. It's abolishing the MPD. It's not just firing Peter Newsham. It's firing every single officer in the MPD. It's abolishing this entire capitalist system that makes police possible and necessary in the first place. And I'm a member of the Party for Socialism and Liberation, as you can see from my shirt here. And that's something that we believe in. That is something that our candidate for president, Gloria La Riva, has called for and supported. And that is why you should vote for Gloria La Riva in the December election. You should support PSL and you should support socialism. Thank you.